Since the dawn of humanity, wolves have always been a problem. In 1849, one wolf attack alone saw 300 civilians die, and there are countless more attacks unrecorded by history. The point I'm making is wolves are bad people. First of all, they're impolite, but even worse, they have a habit of using their teeth, which tend to be sharp. So as you would imagine, wolves have long been feared. And as if wolves alone were not bad enough, they also had to worry about men who became wolves. For much of history, it was generally believed werewolves exist. The truth is, it might not have been entirely fiction. There are many cases of people accused of being real werewolves, some of which still shrouded in mystery now. Werewolf of Ansbach. 1685 was a strange year for the Principality of Ansbach, a small German state that no longer exists. It began with the discovery of a dead sheep. For months following that initial discovery, local livestock were frequently found dead, as if torn apart by large animals. For the time, this was nothing unusual. But when children also began to be found dead, everyone knew they had a serious problem. So they organized a mass hunt to go after whatever was intruding on their land. Yet more months went by, yet more human corpses were found, but still no sign of the culprit. Then one day a foreign priest came to town, claiming to be tracking down a werewolf who fled to the area. Finally, they understood what was going on. According to historical records, they found the beast soon after. With gunfire and a pack of dogs, they chased it into a well, where it became trapped and was immediately killed. As the beast lay dying, it partially morphed back into a human, leaving its corpse somewhere between wolf and man. Thereafter, it was hanged from a gibbet as a warning to other werewolves. Manuel Blanco Roma Santa. As far as historical records are concerned, Spain's first serial killer was a man called Manuel Blanco Roma Santa. After more than 20 deaths in the mid-1800s, he was finally caught, but he denied any personal guilt, claiming to suffer a medical condition that rendered him a bloodthirsty wolf. At his trial, he admitted to 13 murders, but claimed only to have killed them while already having transformed into a wolf. He said for the last 13 years a curse had left him periodically, unable to control his body, becoming the wolfman he now is. The judge did not buy this excuse, sentencing him to death. Jacques Roulet. In the same year, the Candelin family were accused of being werewolves, so was Jacques Roulet. According to a historical account written more than 2 centuries later, a group of soldiers once happened upon the mutilated corpse of a young boy. Following a trail of blood, they saw 2 wolves run into nearby forest. Chasing them down, the wolves escaped from view and were not seen again. They did, however, find a strange-looking man exhausted and dressed in rags. From his hands and mouth blood dripped to the ground. In the age of witch hunts, there could be only one response. The man was dragged into town and put on trial. Under interrogation, he admitted to all kinds of wrongdoing. That he came from a rich family, but a household slave corrupted his mind from a young age, teaching him to practice black magic and worship the devil. One day the slave gave him ointments that transformed him into a wolf, enabling him to kill people without repercussions. All this he confessed without any use of torture, but strangely, he was not put to death. Like most other French people, he was sent to an insane asylum. Gilles Carnier. There was once a notorious serial killer called Gilles Carnier. A long-time hermit, he was distrusted by the community he lived outside of. With no source of income, he was in a near constant state of starvation. Then during one particularly harsh winter, he took to cannibalism, murdering children and carving out chunks of their flesh. Finding a string of mutilated corpses, locals came to believe a werewolf was responsible. First on their list of suspects was that strange hermit. Village authorities offered a bounty to anyone able to bring him in. At his trial, he admitted to being a bloodthirsty wolf man. After months of starvation, as he lay slowly dying, a ghost appeared before him, offering an instant solution. That solution turned out to be the werewolf curse and a constant hunger for human flesh. In my opinion, he wasn't really a werewolf. I think he was simply a killer in deeply superstitious times. The Boy and the Wolves. There is a Native American folk tale that gives a unique view of werewolves. According to it, a young boy was once abandoned by his family, left to fend for himself in the Great American Plains. He took to following a pack of wolves, eating what scraps of meat they left behind. In time, the wolves accepted him as one of them, raising him as a wolf, but as the boy struggled to keep up with the pack, his arm broke. Still part of the pack, his arm gradually healed, but as it did, it reformed into something more resembling the leg of a wolf. Slowly, over a period of many years, he became a wolf, identical to any other. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. Thanks for watching.